Good evening. Oh, gonna be a low energy stream tonight. Gonna play some Disco Elysium. Oh, I should level up my really. I'm just gonna wing that. Hopefully Kim's reputation with me.
Yes. Me?
Yes,
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You ever talk with your son?
What do you mean? I have no idea.
That sounds like something crazy a person would do.
Rudimentary. The lieutenant is, but this isn't an old school case.
So you're saying your brain never chimes in and with advice or anything?
So what? That makes you the new school?
Yes.
For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
The lieutenant produces his small blue note. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Yeah, my medium is just... I kind of sometimes have conversations in my head, sort of. Like I imagine maybe talking to another person, kind of. I guess that's kind of what I do. I don't know. That's all for now.
Let's change the subject.
I'm sorry, Kim. Please don't hate me. Do this.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Oh, Bill. Looks like she's had an extended stay. Oop, what was that? Oh.
This medicine cabinet is full of wood. It's been used quite. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP.
I don't think we need to go through. It's not our business, really.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden, smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Looks like it, yes.
Hello, pretty lady.
Sir.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view, you got it.
It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Yeah, well,
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
you're welcome.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
No, I just trust Disco Infernum. Yeah.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I am Kim Kitsuragi. I am a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
Oh yeah, feel the power.
Accustomed. That is important. Unimportant to the case. Once a cop, always a cop. I've grown accustomed.
I can see that you have, officer.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Clausier Amandou.
Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds Oranese, as does her accent.
Right, sir. Vrai de Fort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate. Something stupid.
Wanna hear what's stupid? Somewhere in a one-room apartment on Boogie Street,
I
a
don't
young
want to hear.
man shows Patrol Officer Tilbrook his genital warts, asking if they're cancer. His partner, Emil Mullins, can't be there. He's in another apartment with another man who's showing him a dead dog under the radiator. It's dead, Mullins says. No, the man replies. I touched him. He's warm.
Because he's been under the radiator.
He's warm, Mullins replies, because he's under the radiator.
No, no. More stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Back to me. Nothing. I do nothing with it. It's not very cool, but what can you do? I'm 28.
I'm older than.
I'm afraid you can't.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausier Mondou. It's a weird name.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
The record. So official. Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About
Wintering?
4 months. I came in November.
The bills downstairs concur.
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol? Because
Here in the
it's the
Martin.
funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically,
drugs.
possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still... No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
No further
I
question.
always heard you RCM guys were cool. You are.
Not
Okay.
what I'm investigating.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean? By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yeah, that's nice way of putting it. I mean,
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
what does that mean? Were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery.
More
Sexual
respectful
assault, maybe.
way to say
It
it.
was clear the latter would be spicier. We partied.
Kind part the kind I do.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
No one. Party. Harder than that. I didn't think it was party. No one.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
She said that.
I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
A month ago?
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore.
Hmm.
None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him. I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So, she's Scott's mystery foam cutter.
Did I?
Yep.
Fuck. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Thanks.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been...
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
She meant she sees him in her dreams. You pissed it all away. All of it. Elysium.
God.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
He was a mercenary.
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Bullet? They shot him too?
I'm not picking up on any theatre craft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes.
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie. They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now. Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
She
Interesting.
sips her coffee. Birds circle overhead.
Probably best not to.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea. Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
I don't think so. I think it. I think it gives more gravity to. Gives them more legitimacy in hanging him. Like, oh, this person did this.
Pretty much.
Warming them. She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth. Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. I have bad news for you. You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too.
All of you.
What did I do? I'm merely a master thespian. These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore. I'm sorry I didn't catch it sooner. It takes conscious effort on your part. There's no way of knowing. All of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially this guy. That guy's the most compromised.
Know your own biases.
No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her. She wants you. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level. She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature. You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one he usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate, probably compromised. How it always does, through subtlety. There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. No. It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it. Is it? Yes. Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is. She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct. And omissions too. A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her. Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with her. Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this. The silence broken.
God, no. Not my favorite topic, but okay. I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
Do you?
Maybe you don't. In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here. Serious.
You hear cracking in her shoulders.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be this flippant if I had been?
You get the feeling she might be.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now? Yeah? I'm win.
How long have you been?
About
The bills.
here in the whirling. Here, I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
This is understood.
Funky town. All right. Yes.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something, like what you were doing before you blacked out.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions.
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I have reason to doubt my ability to see through her.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so?
Yeah, because we still have a bullet
Unusually
that we
so.
don't know where came
Being
from.
forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance. The lieutenant gives you an... Six crumbling petals rest on your...
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
I'll see.
Yes, but not these early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved. The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their death. A big political and military...
The petals feel the same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefret. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also... I don't know. The further we get, the vigilantes, the...
It's barred from the inside. The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
And you. Don't paint threshold. New physical instrument.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. You kick it, gung-ho style. Enter.
All right. Let's trash the place.
Let's not.
That's not. What are you talking about, Kim? We're here to have fun. We're bad cops.
Small, heavy door. No lock in sight. You kick it.
I'm gonna try that one more time. Yeah, try it one more time.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Damn it. All right. I know there's a visual calculus check here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We have a problem. Yes. All right, hold on. Hold on. Oh, God. Fuck. Ugh. I'm tired. Figuring out that
The same.
caffeine
small,
just seems
heavy
to
door. No lock in
Yeah.
sight. You kick it.
caffeine really just gives me a small burst of energy, but never lasts, which I guess I should have known for a long time, but all right. Maybe we could talk to the bartender too, the manager.
Hey, was there something you needed?
It's you again. What is it?
Oh, that.
Again?
Again.
Seriously, man. Fine. Fire away. He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
Hey, y'all, boss.
I know her.
How well do you know her?
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, and karaoke, right?
Yeah, pretty much. No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He
What?
really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand.
So you're gonna speak for her,
She's shutting down.
right?
She doesn't
Great
fucking
people.
trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
I did think that, yes, that she.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking
Hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S.
Fucking
Gives her
Everett,
what's
Claire.
strangely
Fucking
hypnotic
slut.
quality.
Please,
And
ball.
frankly, it's a bit terrifying. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
You don't care about evidence.
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why. Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
No thanks. I know. I know about human ugliness. Thank you.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to that you push, command set, and the...
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Valson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrete on your portereel. The tape stops
What
spinning.
was that?
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave. Then
Yeah, but we don't
seemed more
like.
incriminating.
This is a.
It sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
Who knows if this was the deceased?
Still,
There's more going on here than we know.
one of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his? A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this.
A symbol of...
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony. At least to...
Far be out of vermouth. I do not like vermouth. Also because I do not like wine. And remember, she
Officer.
disappears.
It's a
at some
fine
point.
day for questions.
She looks at the dried petals in your palm.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style? Why was there a flower on the...
Or an admirer?
Admirers? I'm too old to be a debutante. And this
It's alright,
is
Barb.
no fashionable society.
Question avoided. Let's conclude that she puts her coffee with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup line. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. It was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
I'm wearing these gloves right now.
Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Kohoi. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
She likes the
Did he tell you he had
bad people.
actually done any of those things? He in Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Like, for example, his...
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The thing I was fiddling with in my hand.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Good.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
No, so this is
It isn't. Police work.
This is clearly sports for him. Something like archery or dance.
That'd be.
The young woman looks at you.
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face.
No one knows what it's like to be the sad man, to be the bad man, behind blue eyes.
Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something. Watch.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Oh,
This really feels like just two very
remember?
people being able to find solace in each other.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not, oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
Quite a lot, yes. Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Orani's lit?
It's Orani's lit.
Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." And she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them. Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself. It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself. Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42? Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old. How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Huh?
Oh,
How
God.
old? 58?
Oh, God. Ooh. That's really old.
You asked. He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
Oh, 62. Let's look at that.
On the bright side, you've been getting a lot of exercise lately.
Hey.
This side. Then, here it comes.
Sure, you're 42.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements. To the laboratorium.
All right, time to talk to Titus again.
It's you again. What is it? Ian.
Nothing, she stands by one.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Yeah, it was bad. I expected it to have more effect. It was dark sub, but didn't change her mind.
Dark. Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
She did not say whoop-de-doo.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Claudia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Right. All fucking right. I guess it's good then.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Maybe she's still in. I think you would.
I asked for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Oh no.
He's definitely compromised you.
It's his hubris. Sadly, not much to do about it now.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Yeah, guys, we should get a party going tonight.
What?
Maybe not then.
For success, they admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!" That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. Understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah. What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
You fell for the wrong girl. Titus.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Claudia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
That was 92%. Fuck.
Those are the other guys. My shit is solid gold. You can trust me. That's right. Pussy boy. Whatever. Just do the fiddle thing, sire.
No,
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
Oh, you want more good options. Here we go. So
God.
good.
It's a whore. Good Lord, what is happening to me?
Yeah.
No.
He's working.
Time to move to...
I do not understand. This fiddle play totally fell apart.
Oh.
It's you again.
It's you. Hold on, actually. 97%. Hold on. Um, 40. Quick save. God damn it. It's fucking 92%.
It's you again. What is it?
That shit better be 100. 97%.
Convince Titus is being manipulated. Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter. But you know someone who might. Fat Angus, the powerful guy. Mr. All Muscle. Just remember, it's about more than Claudia. It's about...
Huh?
He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right? Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the Wild North.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm, a Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to... He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
What? You're gonna kill me?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler?
I left it home. I can't get it.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Evrard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
You're working for the wrong person, Elizabeth. Come on.
Between these two, you're in. He's all yours. Questions? He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
Class J came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus. We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged. You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. They can't show up on police radar kind. They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life.
She's a
Says if she showed up
clusterfuck
in your
of.
space, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue. I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again. These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one.
In a manner of speaking.
Remember Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
Or is it? The drug trafficker to missing 8 Harleys.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
Oh, cut. Hey, for them.
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klasia you want to talk to. Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replaced. Me too.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go, Klasia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
You could still prefer if we didn't take her on.
that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Alrighty. One more time. Actually, I don't know if she's there anymore. No, she disappears at some point.
This window is
Okay, he's still here.
It's always good to see you.
I'm sure.
Something in her demeanor has changed.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
That's something.
I know. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. For all of this, for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of... Shush, I can't hear.
Why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
The Hardy Boys are not the law.
I know that.
Lawbreaker.
They don't see it that way. And if I am to stay here, I need to get
That's
along
not
with
good
You're
enough.
right. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral...
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, golden grey in the noonlight. The Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Aranye, the old world.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. Just business, but bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard. Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again.
Oh, jeez.
With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some
I don't know if this what she's up to might be a little beyond our pay.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
That's a lot of shit you got.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more. We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open.
Her chest rises and falls with each word.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me. No, I want to. Let's get this done.
It's okay. Tell us as much as you're comfortable with.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
Sure you're not making this go. It's a motherfucker.
So am I.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things.
Wait. Titus said she was girding her jaw off, much more than usual.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there. When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
I think you would have remembered that, actually. In certain situations like this, your memory is, I think, after you've had time to calm down, I think you remember details of this pretty well because it's a traumatizing event. So I think you would have remembered if you heard a gun. That's just me.
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader?
The Hardy Boys.
Hardy.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her, so do the others.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not? Well,
Damn it, Titus! Just...
I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. That's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did. I don't know. I haven't seen...
We will need to take this question to the heart.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
I thought it was kind of evident that they wanted to use this as a political means to make the plan.
Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot. It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Claudia.
What? Why would I put myself through that? He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me.
It could have been a desire murder. He was a serviceman. He must now. You guys suddenly have theories pouring out when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Like what? That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me. I just don't know. I don't know anything.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. But there's one thing I know, is that you'll get nothing from there.
If they want to kill me, they'll kill me. If they want to toy with me, they will. She's come to this conclusion weeks ago.
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth, idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
Logic is so compromised. You're not being logic. I don't know. You would have us believe, but you're not.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud.
Keep in mind, this person,
So I called you.
supposedly she said,
I hope with all my
was involved in corporate espionage. So she had have her way with, you know, lying her way to get through to kind of social manipulation or damn it.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have. Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then? She did, of course. Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes...
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's... Yes, you... She nods. So, he's thinking, or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Ouch. See what happens.
Officer, what brings...
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and willow wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. See?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
This bastion of willpower here, his watchmen have been sleeping too. You can be absolutely certain now. But he's coming around. A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
But I know the time of the call too.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay. Okay, it's not.
Good, you can tell me the truth.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the
she's
time.
a master manipulator.
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Mea Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
The lieutenant make...
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds. It's Katarzyna Lazie.
It's a Grad name, Jims or Hugo in origin, not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation. And
My parents were Zhimsk.
she nods, her round up. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever.
But I haven't done anything illegal.
Failure to aid a police investigation.
That's not a crime.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case.
Pollution! Chime in, come on.
Fucking mind games. Enough.
Oh my god.
That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
Industrial espionage. We uphold international law here in the zone of control. At the Hardy's confession, we know nothing. Flight risk, that is all the reason.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please no. I think I know who did it. I know who shot Leslie. You know it wasn't me. Why would I do it? I have no motive.
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
Okay.
She could have had access to the roof. You've noticed that door there, right? She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times. She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs.
Lesbian.
She's
Gay.
so great at what she wants.
Gay.
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting.
So Titus wasn't jealous of, we say, she was jealous of Ruby. I think he had a thing for Ruby. Maybe.
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Leslie was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was...
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching? Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be true.
So there would be shit happening there.
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's a... Okay. And what? Arrest the light. Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid. And She's beautiful. Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more and then let her off.
Still? After all this, sir, please. But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting.
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, drink, and dance. What? You have those station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I promise I won't go out anymore at night. I'll be right here. I know you can do that. Just let me come in on my own. In 2 months. Or maybe if...
You do have the form.
That's it. I'm calling it. Kim is beyond compromise. Definitely, sire.
Everything could change. This city.
There is desperation there.
Maybe Ravishol could be free. I could be
I find that hard to believe, miss.
Don't. The world can change. It has to.
That's not the answer she was hoping for. This was her last card. There is nothing more she can say. The final decision is yours. You alone stand on the throne of your mind. She looks at you inside. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
Don't make me. I mean, the thing is, like, what else can we get from her at this point? What would be the point, really? To, like... arresting her. Like, we got what we need.
I won't.
This may have been a grave mistake. Maybe, maybe not. Mercy is rarely a complete mistake.
Thank you, Felician, for being on my
Promise
side.
I will be right here all the time, nights too. I'll help you any way I can in this investigation, and I will be at Station 41 in 6 weeks. I promise.
You are. This is not the end of this. This window is pristine on the inside. A vague sense of disappointment.
Come on!
Glass shimmers. You get the feeling this room would tell you something crucial.
I'm not exactly... It's a weakness.
Come on!
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
10-4 comme in. Fireworker.
Firework. Fire. I guess I don't have to do all that with the thingy, but whatever. The boardwalk on the coast. No. Titus give up. Right. Go this way. Was it?
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds.
That over there. Must be the boy Class you told.
You lift the boy out of the water without much effort. It's the number 11 has been written.
Simple construction.
There's something in it. Smells like you would expect. A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out. Some algae.
Well, damn.
Like it's still there longer.
I have no idea. Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope. That may very well be the case. We should keep an eye on her. Nothing more.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you have the time. Though you doubt she'll tell you much at this point.
You know, we talked to Titus anyway, so... Should have told Titus to keep her on house arrest, basically. Keep her there for now. Still up there. Yeah, she's still up there. Alright.
It's you again. What is it? Why?
Or not. Can't depend this on. I suspect that she killed.
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only.
How many times must I?
Yeah, fuck off!
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steam.
And fuck you too, moral
Whoa. Whoa.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back. Nothing is happening. The pieces are there. Sorry, you're not coming up with anything. Again.
Walla walla bing bang.
She could. No one knows. You're not an idiot. Don't say that.
Thank
This is
you.
a really big mess, and being a detective is hard. Still nothing. But why does Puzzleface get to not shush? No. He needs to say 500 layers and I can't remember the first line. Smart move. The components are access to the roof. For starters, you could find out what's behind that mystery door in the kitchen. If it's a secret route, she can't get through the door. You know what would help. Doing a thorough search of this room. Maybe something's hidden. Hey, did someone say something already? No? Yes? Who cares? Upstairs in Clausia's bedroom, the window the bullet came through. Analyze. Say 500 layers and I can't remember. No. Nothing good.
Why you tell me to say that?
Saying that the last time. Just do what it's that.
Unless we have more business.
Visual calculus. Encyclopedia, Panther, Shield, Inland Empire, Logic. The only thing for visual calculus that benefits me. Hold on. Let's see.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp.
Which...
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain? Oh.
Did you take the document?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. They couldn't know where I put it. I'm absolutely sure. You mentioned seawater? I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away. Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. She nods, then nervously pulls on her cigarette.
Okay.
Rest her.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Object task force initiated. Shit. I just need a few more points and visual calculus. Make ties. Make him see. It's something. Spirit is eternal. Yeah, I need level up somehow. Now, is there any... Impossible. Just need something to... Have anything for composure? Yeah, just need composure. How bad I feel. +1 composure. Okay. All right. Oh, what the f... God.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't... The prick is gone. I can barely believe it, but he's really gone.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep...
Yes. In peace. Officer, I just can't do this right now.
Damn. Lost my chance. Okay. Maybe I can try the conceptualization just to... Conceptualization... It's something!
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Give me this, please.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing. Yeah. Why?
Give me this. I need this.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing. Yeah. Why?
The XP.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing. Yeah.
God damn it. Why did I have to lose that logic check and the fucking visual calculus?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah.
So high.
Just an ordinary wall. Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall. Just an ordinary wall.
3 more times. Or 5 more times. Fuck it.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing because
Thank you.
You see it. Finally. This all the other wall, father.
Huh?
He sounds tired. You already have the heavy fuel oil to use as paint. It's red. And Cindy the Skull has a paintbrush. This is on.
Mm-hmm. If you must.
Hello again, officers. What for? Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
Grand art. Arts, yes. Everything's sad and shit. We need to make we need to art to make it okay. Just give me the brush.
Then you have time to find your own fucking brush. Yeah, not gonna hold my breath, Piggy. You look like you'd suck. Everything really.
Come on, Cindy. Don't know yet.
Hello again, officers. Have you come?
You don't
Yes!
have the skills to execute something like this in practice. But, oh,
It's critical.
it's going to blow her fucking mind. She squints her eyes.
On fire. I say, sod off. You don't have the technical skills to do that.
Sorry, what's the mission? Did you survive an avian attack as a child?
Didn't we all? I like your idea. Should have thought of it.
Damn. Cindy, art is bigger than either of us.
Then get your brush.
Oops, my apologies. You're a police officer and a grown-up. Why are you trying?
Hello again, officer.
Yeah, I don't have a... Where would I get a brush? And more points. And more points. Oh, you know? You would have a brush? Maybe the dice maker would have a brush.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? I'm listening. Good. I hope. How did I become? Some of my friends were role players. Not the spec.
Some of them. She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Okay, never mind. This was a waste of time. Fuck. Would Roy have a brush? That would be nice. Probably not. I haven't talked to Roy in a while. Let's see what he... Did I sell maybe a brush?
Oh, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Damn it.
You see rows of toy soldiers guard.
Take loud response. Sing karaoke. Instrument. Crypto patches of. Damn it. Do I have anything for sub-airfield? No. Oh, wait. Choose where. All right, Andre, let's dance.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your eyes and put salvation.
It's to express my individuality.
Fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Oh, yeah.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with my.
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know? I can't give you a precise definition, and they have roots in ancient. Totally. The pet love is hot. Unit.
Go.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base. Feels good.
He's coming around. Your posse's like your.
And where is your posse, detective? Nothing comes to you. The world is silent.
Yeah!
He seems it.
Do it for them. I didn't want to.
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start.
Goodbye, officer.
Goodbye, officer.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your.
But just imagine the.
Puts a grin. Salvation.
Goodbye, officer.
Can I?
You got to see.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Between you and me.
Oh my God! All they had to do was that.
Andre is a cell. The one, sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
I admire that.
Okay.
What he means is, you can't possibly have handed them this real estate for such a flimsy reason. Then again, whatever keeps your nose out of the bottle and on the job.
Trying to get a line with the big bad, are ya?
Come on, Noid. I think we owe him.
Asel's right. He's yeah.
That's wrong, man.
But if you're going, not likely. Scoped that spot a while back.
Build it ourselves! We built this nightclub! We can build anything!
Yeah, maybe. Tech-wise, radio's not the spookiest thing around. Our part's finding an antenna big enough to align with those megalo frequencies.
An antenna hardcore enough to shake the whole world!
Maybe not that big, but pretty big. It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies, that's right, alone on an... I would want to build a safe place, maybe. Maybe a cop who's into building critique, total. Like that, you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
Your wrong opinion, I think.
Stands to reason it used to be white on the outside. Before the sea wind, I don't. Fucker giving me the evil eye. I didn't know it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't dance with a giant mass murderer looking.
Mellow man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love. Mass murder on the floor.
What a straight caustic. That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window? Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Sure.
Wait, is that conceptualization? Was it?
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Okay.
Yo, man.
Alright, give it to me, give it to me.
This is easy. And the young...
Not likely to work.
He's being uncharacteristically polite. He means they don't make... He shrugs, as though the point were rather obvious.
I won't do it again. I just want to leave it open, maybe in case I want to do it later. Okay. Visual calculus, visual calculus, visual calculus. And visual calculus. Visualization. Better be able to do this, I swear. I fail again. I feel like we need this to progress.
This window is pristine on the inside. Unlike golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
That's
the
scary.
ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points. There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago. 72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belma-grave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim, none that you've found thus far. That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Yes.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. "700 meters away, the likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account. 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched. 1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
Two neon-lit shapes.
We got it. Got it. Can I talk to Titus now?
It's you again.
It's you again.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
So that's what you were squinting at. You were trying to come up with a theory, weren't you? That she did it.
Yeah, he was cobbling together shit, so he could put her away. It's RCM 101.
Well, let old Titus set your mind at ease then. She didn't do it. She was here, all.
Sunday night, 11:30 to 12:15. She was here all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
No.
In the whole 45, she was with you.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation, and just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
Nah, the only way up there is through Clausia's room. What do you mean? We've only been drinking here for...
Been thinking of getting...
There you go.
No, but that doesn't prove anything.
It's just 2 doors. We're not giving you Ruby for that.
What if those 2 doors are connected, Eugene? Is that your name, Eugene? If they are connected, she could have gone to the kitchen, gone up, shot him on the roof, then come down. All in 5 minutes. How about that?
Yes, she could have. This is one long shot.
Inch out back on the outer wall of the whirling.
Firmly. Try shit on us, and even then.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not, just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
That looks antique.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And they're not...
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around.
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
Oh my, lost gun to one.
All right, Carl. Keep talking.
Pete, we're not serious.
Phase 3, motive. The last component.
Yeah. Like what? A thing? You mean?
Behind his squinting eyes, dominoes are falling. Fast. It's all beginning to make sense to him now.
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Girls like girls too, Angus. It's one of those times. She liked Glacier.
Hangs out with Yumi, then. This cannot be a surprise. Yeah, she probably went to university and learned it from my bro. God.
Fuck you. First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's a lie.
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday party.
She didn't fuck you, cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to act.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Ronnier puts out to cover her own ass. Figures. But that Ruby is queer as cabaret. Now that I start thinking about it. So there, and that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy. But if you bring your own personal shit into our out...
If that's the case, then it's not right. But it's not the case. right?
There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene. Face it.
All part of the leadership challenge.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is
Eugene wants a woman on the team so they can do their job. That must be hard. Half of Martinez is female.
Female intuition, that's what it is. You're right. I don't want.
Not so.
Fucking hell.
And I suppose.
Think about it.
she really
Time for a logics demonstration.
You're on thin ice.
It's a thought exercise, Titus. Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Alone. I don't drag my man into shit with me.
If she used us, then that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
But she didn't. This is fucking stupid, Titus. This and the queer thing, all of it. Why are more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn,
Stupid.
I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good. Silence. The old man. This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However, hard I asked. Wanna know why?
What?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. She's not far. We know that.
Good fucking luck, man.
Yeah.
She's not really a Hardy candidate anymore.
She's not, Glenn. A little.
Where have you looked?
More precisely, on the coast. Sure, there's some shit. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash.
We will start there.
Boyish, hair's red, dyed. She looks like a Lowry man. The what now?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were
What the
talking
fuck?
about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a...
This guy barely understands.
There you have it. Pale something. I told you. You. No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Don't forget the funny tie, too.
How can I forget? You know, when I first saw you limping here, it'll have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
Here's me the key.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men. You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That ruby of yours? Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Classier. It was nice and ruby-centric in the end. Anything struck you a bit off about this mishmash?
Well, the bullet didn't have to come from.
Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere, but you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window. Good point. It is rather rare these days, but do continue. True. Strange how you conducted the whole advanced ballistics analysis, and then hand-waved it. Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you. That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it, and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now, you know that. Free as a bird on that roof, lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just...
I mean, where else am I gonna go, dude? Listen, you gotta give me something else to work on then. Should I go talk to her again?
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a... I really don't know, sir. I certainly don't...
She smiles. A bitter little smile. She means it.
Clearly, I haven't. We're having this conversation, aren't we? How well could it...
The snow falls on her shoulders, then melts in her light blonde hair.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for... I don't know how long now. I like to call this my rooftop containment facility. For my sins, of course. For destroying my first love. For working for bad people. The list goes on and on. I don't know what to say. None of this is fortuitous for me. The what? Oh, those ones. I don't know, sir. I said I have no idea what to make of them. Honestly, I think they're just trash. I mean, there's no reason for me to think they're somehow connected to her.
She nods. There is suddenly a strange glint in her eyes. Not malicious, but dangerous.
What do we have for shivers?
I was just thinking, what a nice day.
Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing. A mass of droplets above the planet.
I was just thinking, what a
Nothing happens. Absolutely.
I'm gonna try a few more times on I don't know. I felt like I remember in my first playthrough, she skipped town after like some event. I want to go through this.
I was just thinking, what a
Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing. A mass of droplets above the planet.
I should interact.
It's the and a cool piece of toilet paper. It's stuck to. It's just toilet paper, still wet. The toilet paper peels off the plastic. An aluminium block. The surface.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM prop. Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. You don't exactly. It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you? This one, cause of the mural, is in true. People call it the graffito crew. Is easy to track down. The case for the crew, the 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos. A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that no one cares what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger. What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
Want this snow to go away.
A.K. Leslie, the only way for Leslie you would. Can you keep your threatening? Fine. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. Good. He can't get, which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes. Not much has changed.
Trying to want the snow to go away.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions.
I have to
Rotating
get a
on
critical
major
success.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabin. The acidic. The loot.
Excuse me, I just have to ask again. How could you have let this get tossed out? I'm sad to hear that.
He's sorry for you.
In any case, we are lucky you found it. Now...
Needless. It looks great. It takes about half an hour to piece. It would be very... That's all you... Who knows? Don't... One day you may still catch the man with the square gun. Not much is...
Damn it.
I was just thinking.
Nothing happens.
I was just thinking.
Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing. A mass of droplets above the planetary body. Colorless.
I was just thinking.
Nothing happens. Absolutely. The sky is low.
So, officer.
God damn it. What if I...
It's the ledger you found in the trap. It takes about half an hour. Some assholes brought their couch outside and, in Suffolk, they were leaving cigarette. No, you didn't have time for that. These no...
Oops.
Not much has changed.
Just want the weather to change. Come on. Disco Elysium. Does this game have a time limit in terms of days? Okay, so is she going to fucking disappear on me if I don't talk to her? Just save. So I'm gonna advance time once more.
This is the ledger you found in the trash.
Okay,
Tapes
so
about heart murder. Beaten to death, Joseph Mills. Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere. And you look, yeah, no one, Mills, see? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. This one, it cause of the mural. True love. People, the graffito crew is easy to track down. The crew agree. The 9,000 people sub a staggering 70. No one cares what you believe. Not much has changed. Date of birth generator. You were born in the year 07. In the last year of the commune of Revachol, right before it fell. In the old military hospital on the ground floor, where people usually came to die during a snowstorm. The revolution had about 1 year left to go, and the fires were still burning bright. There were explosions in the blizzard. This was 44 years ago. You are 44 years old. The bloating might never leave your face, but beneath it, you still have some years. You still have some hope.
Nope. It's still gonna be.
I was just thinking, what a nice.
Okay. One night. Save. One more time.
It's getting late.
Good night.
Good night.
The bed is comforting. The place feels almost like home now. Quiet and dignified around you. A new life by the seaside. You're incredibly tired. The darkness and warmth come fast. You're falling asleep.
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea.
This respite. You've earned it, brother. Bask in the dark. No, this is the one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spin it like black yarn.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
You're welcome, Harry boy.
After centuries of dark.
Go. Thank you. Move, Harry. Time to go. Fuck, it's still snowing. Come on. Did it stop? Oh my god, did it stop? Please tell me it stopped. Stop. Stop. Quick save, please.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
Better than nothing.
Nothing happens.
I want this. I want this. I want to know what's...
Hello, officer.
Nothing happens.
Please just give it to me. Please just give this to me.
Hello, officer.
Nothing happens.
Hello, officer.
Nothing happens. There is a mass of droplets above the planetary body, colorless.
I'm pretty sure I need like a critical success or double sixes.
Hello, officer. What
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna try like 5 more times maybe, and I'll call it a night. Might be getting a little light.
Hello, officer.
Nothing happens.
Give this to me. I want to see what's behind this check.
Hello, officer.
Nothing happens.
Hello, officer. What?
Nothing happens. There is a mass of droplets above the planetary body, colorless, merging into one another.
Close that time.
Hello,
I'll get it
officer.
eventually.
Nothing happens. There is a mass.
Hello, officer.
Nothing happens. There is a mass of droplets above the planetary body.
Fucking shit. Give this to me! Anything. Instrument.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
A warm column of air rises around you, encircling the building you stand on. You feel its twisting shape, bits of paper and birds on the thermal.
I get a critical success?
No!
No! Oh my god, I just made it.
Up into the great Insulindian sky. Because it's warm, from the gathering spring, from the oceanic current flowing into the bay, the people on the streets, and the machines that, from the vapor, a great cumulus is formed, a cloud castle 1,000 meters high. A flock of seagulls screams, hitchhiking on the thermal. They too are part of the procession, the honor one. For her, the guest, waiting. As safe as you keep her. For Gloria, soon these clouds will all fall down as rain. Spring will come. 2 more months, maybe less. It's time.
You mean here in Martinez? I'm waiting for the miracle to happen. It'll take one to get me out of the mess I'm in.
And what would that miracle be?
The return, of course. Now, I know I'm not from around here. I would only be hitchhiking. The return is a big hit in the industrial espionage circles. A lot of desperate, seedy types there. All screwed in this unipolar world. Don't you know, sir? I thought you were from around here. You look like Mr. Revachol. The return, well, it's part urban myth, part political science. It's a fool's hope, sir, and it's also all I've got. They say there will be an event, that it will happen somewhere here. In Revachol West. They say it will happen soon, and that it will change everything.
Le retour.
As I said, there's talk. In the competitive intelligence crowd, a lot of people, like me, we need a new color on the map. It's all blue, you see, and that blue doesn't like us. No, I came all this way on a false passport and some money. To hide, mostly. In the most volatile part of the Real Belt, where it's easiest to disappear. Where the walls are still porous and you can slip through. This is just something to get me through the night, you know? A little espérance.
Still, the story influenced their choice of where to run. It must have some hidden layers.
Soon. But it's been soon for almost half a century now, so no need to worry, Lieutenant. I'm sure the streets will not erupt in seditious violence just yet.
These streets? I'm not so sure, miss.
Of the king, of the nation, of communism, return on investment. I don't know exactly.
The
It's
Black
meant to
Swan
be
event, maybe.
Its promises generally are.
This is kind of
But
what
at the
they're
same
referring
time,
to.
Things can't go on like this
An
forever.
unexpected turn of
Something will
events
give.
that changes
A
history.
Q vessel, an amphora, waiting to be
Yeah, I guess it is.
so she thinks, at least.
I do.
I agree, detective. Something is coming. Trouble. It will be a hot spring. I don't know what exactly, but...
Something is happening in this city. I can feel it. When I'm out here at night.
Her thought trails off. The wind picks up again. Above her, a great cumulus cloud rises, ready to fall down as precipitation. April will come, then May. A month, maybe 2 from now. You shudder. The feeling dissipates. The thought ends.
Oh. Alrighty. Let's put on our clothes. Okay. I'm gonna call it for tonight. Otherwise, I don't know. I'll be back tomorrow after work. We shall see. But anyways, if everyone was watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you come again next time. So thank you, and goodbye.